Should versus would versus will modals for powerful recommendations. Small words carry big weight. Modals like should, would, and will signal certainty, politeness, and urgency, and they shape how leaders hear your advice. The same idea can sound cautious, collaborative, or decisive depending on your modal. In high-stakes meetings, choosing the right one builds trust and speeds decisions. Think of modals as your tone dial. Cautious when risks are unclear, collaborative when exploring options, and decisive when it's time to commit. Mastering them helps you land recommendations that feel aligned with data, timing, and executive expectations. Use should for best practice and advisable action. It signals that your recommendation is grounded in reason, not yet a mandate. The tone is respectful and moderately strong, perfect when options exist or when the data is emerging but directionally clear. You're saying, given what we know, this is the smart next step. Examples: we should pilot the feature. Finance should review the pricing tiers. It invites discussion while nudging action. Choose should when you want momentum without overpromising, especially in cross-functional settings where buy-in matters. Use would when the outcome depends on a condition or scenario. The tone is exploratory and stakeholder-friendly, great for hypothesis-driven work and impact framing. You're mapping cause to effect. If X happens, Y follows. This reduces defensiveness and opens room for contributions. Example: this would cut churn if we add onboarding. Other uses: customers would convert faster with a shorter form. We would save headcount by automating QA. Reach for would in discovery, experiments, and early forecasts where you seek alignment without committing too soon. Use will for high certainty and a direct outcome. The tone is decisive and leadership ready, suitable when evidence is strong or your recommendation aligns with authority and strategy. You're signaling commitment and accountability. Example: this will reduce costs by 12%. More: the redesign will improve signups within 2 sprints. Only use will when assumptions are validated, risks are contained, and resources are lined up. It's the language of decisions, roadmaps, and board updates. Clear, testable, and time-bound. Think of a certainty ladder. Should equals advice based on good reasoning. It urges action without locking you in. Would equals conditional, projecting outcomes that depend on stated assumptions. Will equals commitment, promising a result with confidence. As your evidence increases, escalate from would to should to will. Match the modal to risk level, data quality, and timing. Early exploration favors would, mid-validation fits should, and decision points call for will. The right force level makes your message credible and aligned with stakeholder expectations. Structure drives clarity. First, lead with context so everyone shares the same frame. Then state modal plus action. Add a brief rationale and the expected result to show the payoff. Template. Based on signal, we. Modal plus action. Because reason, which impact. Example: based on Q3 data, we should pause ads to protect CAC. Expanded. Given rising CPC and flat conversion, we should pause low ROI channels for 2 weeks, which will stabilize CAC and protect runway. This format is concise, testable, and easy for leaders to approve. Modals evolve with learning. In discovery, start with would to test hypotheses and invite input. Personalized emails would lift re-engagement. After initial validation, upgrade to should to guide action. We should run a 2-week A/B to confirm lift. When the data is strong and stakeholders are aligned, move to will. rolling out the winning variant will increase re-engagement by 8%. This progression shows rigor, respects risk, and signals timing. Pivoting your modal tells leaders you adapt recommendations as evidence matures. Before you speak, run this mental checklist. 1. Is the risk clear and quantified? Name the downside and exposure. 2. Is evidence strong enough for will? If not, stay with should or would. 3. Does the modal match the audience and moment? Discovery, planning, or decision? 4. Close with impact and next step so action is obvious. Example finish. This will cut churn by 3 points. Approve the rollout by Friday. Using this checklist makes your recommendations crisp, defensible, and easy for executives to greenlight.